You're now listening to the Z-Listers podcast with Brady, Neil, and AJP.
What are you supposed to
Asshole
be?
bitch.
What are you supposed to be?
Oh, let's change the subject because we know Brady's right. I'm just a pink person.
What is the problem?
You've been a little since I showed up.
Who was adamant at 10 o'clock?
I texted you, can we do it at 10:15?
You could tell what week we were each responsible for our own costumes.
I'm already like unbuttoning this thing because I'm hot. What's a pink guy? So you texted me a couple days ago. You said, hey, would it be too much to ask if for this episode you take care of your own
screaming.
costume? I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. I don't know what you want. In fairness, you're not wearing headphones, so
Sure.
I feel like that would dampen. Anyway, you asked me if I could take care of my own costume. I said sure. I feel like you should have known ahead of time that was too much to ask. That was too much to ask.
I thought it could have been like a fun little mission for you, though.
I forgot, to be completely honest with you. I forgot until like yesterday when I was at work or like yesterday when I was on my way to my girlfriend's house. So yeah, that's on me. So I had to cobble something together at the last moment. She had a cowboy hat. She said she had a flannel, but the flannel was nowhere to be found. So this is what I'm fucking wearing.
You could have reused the werewolf flannel.
Yeah, well, I didn't have it. Pink satin shirt, pink bandana, cat eye, I think that's what these are called, glasses.
On top of your regular glasses?
Excuse me, yeah, because I need to see. Anyway, and then she was saying, like, oh, you could be like the pink ladies from Grease. I've never seen Grease. I'm not going to lie and pretend that's what I am. I'm just a person wearing pink and a pink bandana. Maybe I'm like a flamboyant cholo or something like that.
Okay.
But in all honesty, I'm just dressed ridiculous. And you actually have a costume. Who are you, Adam?
Well, when I went to get a costume, I had to prepare for if you didn't have a costume. So I was going to be a priest, but I didn't like the priest costume, so I'm the Pope. So you could be my little altar boy and get under this table for me.
And suck your little Pope, right? Isn't that what you were saying before the podcast?
That's what I said when you walked in.
Suck my little Pope. How do you feel about the Pope? Do you feel okay representing him?
I could care less, dude.
Do you want to make some decrees on his behalf?
No, I don't feel like it. I feel like I'd be a cool Pope.
You would be a cool Pope.
I drive myself.
You're handsome, dude. Did you get your beard touched up?
No, I'm just me, dude.
Dude, you look so like
I feel
straight.
like dog shit.
Yeah?
I want to tell well, first of all, how are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
Good
Welcome
to
to
see
the
you.
Z-Listers
Sorry I'm
podcast. It's okay. I'm the Pope. That's the pink guy. Next one, the budget's going way up. Way up for the next one because it's the actual Halloween episode.
Oh, okay.
It comes out on the 30th, 29th?
Okay.
Something like that. But, yeah, I feel like shit. But you're okay?
Yeah, why do you feel like shit?
Well, I got a cold, but I'm getting better. But I want to tell a story.
Cold, but you're just traveling. You have...
No, I don't have...
Okay.
Got to censor that.
Why? You can't say on
no,
YouTube?
Hell no.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? I got to bleep that. Certain other things I don't have to bleep, but that
I wanted to say something else, but I don't want to get canceled.
Thank you.
I believe in... I trust science, by the way.
Trust the science. Believe the science.
He loves science.
I love it. I want to tell a story about my dedication to this podcast.
Okay.
Not for you, just for the record.
Okay.
Last Friday, I woke up, went to regular work.
Okay.
7 to like 6:30. Left there, came straight to second work till 11:30.
Yeah.
Went home, had to edit the podcast.
Yeah.
Edit the podcast. Rendered the podcast, had to pack to go away.
Yeah.
I hit render on the podcast. I laid down. It was 3:08. I packed.
Shit.
Everything was good. I said I'm going to sleep for half an hour. I had to be out of the house to get to the airport. I had to leave the house at like 5:15. I woke up at 4:48. I had to make the thumbnail, upload it, do the description, make sure it got uploaded, then head out. And I did it.
That's
But that's why last episode is called Big Bad Wolf, because I just could not. I was not awake. I could not think of a title. The thumbnail kind of looks like shit too, but
we're lucky it was even English.
yeah. At that point, it just wasn't me like Suki just walking across the keyboard.
Suki.
But yeah, I'm gonna bring her here one episode too.
I would love that. That would be perfect for the Halloween episode.
Yeah, she doesn't like the car though, and Danielle would have to be here to bring her right back home because she can't hang out here. She would go nuts.
Imagine like you're a witch and she's your spooky little cat.
That'd be cute.
Aww.
That would be cute.
Spooky Suki.
We could do that. But yeah. What else is going
on? Nothing much.
I always get crazy stories on the way here, so I stopped at, and I don't even want to say where because this will out the person.
Okay.
But and this is a true story. This happened about half an hour ago. I stopped at like a little convenience store. Okay, and I got this Red Bull. And I got 2 Little Debbie snacks. I got a brownie and like a donut thing, right?
Cosmic brownie?
No, they have a cookies and cream brownie. That's like way above that shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm standing in line and I'm waiting there and there's a couple people in front of me, whatever. And now normally I would leave this out. It would not be important to the story, but in this story it is. The woman working at the register, enormous. Okay.
Okay.
Just spilling over the counter.
Oh my God.
So whatever, that's fine, live your life. So I get up there and she says, hi, good morning, whatever. And I put the stuff on the counter and she is scanning it and she's like, anything else? I'm like, no, that's all. And then she's like, oh, I wish I could have these kind of sweets. And like, what do I say to that? What do I do in that situation? I was not the Pope at this time. I was regular me. What do I do? So I didn't say anything. So I'm typing in my phone number for the rewards thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she goes, what is she? Oh, she was like, she goes, but I can't have sweets like this after the surgery. I'm not biting.
Yeah.
First of all, what kind of surgery?
Yeah.
I'm not playing this game. Everybody that listens to this podcast knows I don't do the small talk shit.
She's fishing for sure.
She
wants you to ask.
She wants me to ask. And if it's weight loss surgery, get your money back. So, and then she said like, but after surgery, I don't even really crave sweets like that anymore. And I'm like, oh, well, that's good. And then I just hightailed it out of there. But why does this shit happen to me? The crazy shit only happens to me when I'm alone.
Yeah.
The woman in the Spirit Halloween I told you about last week, this now, I don't know.
It's funny because she says, oh, I don't even crave sweets like this anymore. But yet she said, I wish I could have these sweets, I
don't know.
Maybe it's like, maybe they, well... Is it? I'll just keep it vague, but like I feel like I know where you're talking about. But if it's like a convenience store, like I don't know, how can she even afford that surgery?
Oh,
I know that's
insurance.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what my point there was, but like I'm just surprised that like a convenience store worker is getting weight loss surgery. But I guess
we don't even know if that's the surgery.
Yeah, that's. She got like knee surgery, and she's like, I can't have sweets anymore.
Gotta get a toe amputated.
That poor lady.
Holy shit!
Don't like that.
Sorry. You came in here with fucking. Oh, I saw a guy driving yesterday with tissue stuffed up his nose, and I thought about you.
That's awesome.
But fuck you. You came in here sick.
What?
We got work to do.
Me?
Not today.
Oh.
But when you were leaking and shit, and you sounded all bad. We got work to do, man.
Yeah,
we got
job's not done.
Yeah, I don't know why you've been saying that. You've been saying
I think Kobe said that.
Oh,
Job's not done.
I feel like I do have a mask on, even though I don't, because the last couple times I had something obstructing my face, and now I have to be conscious of my face movement. Also, if I start turning to purple guy, it's because this thing is way too tight. One size does not fit most.
You're just better than most. Bigger than most, yo. Show us your cock.
Whoa. Pope cock.
Cute little Pope. That's the title.
I wish.
C.L.P.C.
C.L.P.C.
Cute little Pope.
Cute little Pope. I like that. There we go. People go, what does that mean?
Hey, why didn't you do anything about all those little kids getting molested?
Cute little Pope.
Oh, yikes. That's not the response I wanted. What I guess was the current Pope responsible for any of that?
Dude, I don't know.
His hands clean? Do they have running water at the Vatican?
Probably.
Yeah.
Shortest railway in the world is at the Vatican.
Really?
Yeah.
How long is it?
It's like 300 feet. There's like one stop from Rome into the Vatican. That's the only stop.
Ah.
Let me Google this. And
Why
see if
is
I'm
that
right.
necessary?
Shortest.
After that, Google, why the fuck do we need a railroad from Rome to the Vatican? Angel's Flight? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, but I don't like that answer because it doesn't say that I'm right. Okay, wait. Here we go.
Shortest railways in the world.
Angel's Flight. It's not even on the list. Okay. Well, I'm right.
Okay.
Something
okay.
about rail and the Vatican. I don't know. Train station, Vatican.
I just want to say that Poker Face song is about Texas Hold'em poker. It's not about face fucking. Sorry,
Vatican,
I just had to get that off my chest.
300 meters long.
Oh, 300 meters. Okay.
Yeah, 980 feet.
Okay. But still, that just seems like a laughably short distance. Why is that necessary? Does it go over
Oh, no, it goes through
a moat?
No, it goes through these big iron gates. Hey, if you're not doing anything bad, why do you have gates like that? Why do you have people that don't do bad stuff don't have gates like that?
If you're not preparing for a siege from the police...
I've had jobs where I've like had to deliver stuff to places.
Yeah.
And like big giant companies that have big secrets and stuff, they don't even have gates like that.
Iron Mountain.
Yeah, exactly. Iron Mountain's fucking gates aren't even like that.
Oh, goodness.
Shout out to the Vatican.
I don't know, back in the day, maybe like back in the day, like back Roman Empire day. I don't know when the Vatican was made, but maybe they had to protect for some.
And that's
shit
like the station right there. Like this side is Rome, I think, and then that's the Vatican, or the other way around. I don't know. But.
Yeah. Would you ever want to go to the Vatican?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. It just seems like a whole lot of hubbub for nothing.
You think so?
You know? I don't like religion, so doesn't really appeal to me. I'd go to maybe like, I don't know if what are the big religious things? I don't know if there's any of them that I would
Jesus in Brazil,
care to go to. That I would go to, but I feel like that's even like
Jerusalem.
It's just a statue, you know. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to go to Jerusalem right now, but
yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Where else?
Mecca.
Is that
so many fucking people?
Yeah.
At Mecca.
I don't want to sound ignorant, but I am. Is that where everybody like walks in a circle?
Maybe.
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm just as ignorant as you. I don't know.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know there's like a big black cube, and I don't mean to offend anybody who's Muslim, but there's like a big black cube. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. I think I've seen. This is where I've learned about this. I think Hezbollah went here.
The short little Russian kid?
Yeah.
Or, well, he's not a kid. Sorry, Hezbollah.
He's 18. He's kind of a kid.
Oh,
19.
he's only 18?
Yeah.
I thought he was like a full-grown man.
No. He's. I think
I thought he was
by
like
now.
Andy Milonakis.
No. I think by now he's like maybe 20, but
Oh, okay.
I could have sworn there was a
He's
video.
younger than I thought.
Yeah. Let me see.
What is that box called? Does it say?
See, we learn about.
So disrespectful. I'm calling it a box. It's probably like their holiest thing. They're like, what the fuck?
Kaaba.
How do you spell it?
Kaaba.
Okay, that sounds about right. Kaaba.
Yeah. This is what I think I've seen.
Cool looking.
Yeah, and I think I don't know why do they. I'm gonna look up why.
Yeah, bleep that out. I don't want to get killed. Oh, hold on. You hear it?
I did.
I tooted. How do you feel about grown adults who say toot?
I don't like it.
Fucking hate it.
Yeah. There's a lot of tush. I don't like tush either.
How do you feel about tussie? I was listening to a podcast and this woman was like innocuously describing what her parents used to call her butt when she was a kid, and it was tussie. Ugh, that sounds gross.
I don't like when we weave conversations like this,
sorry.
but
I'm sorry.
in the pre-Islamic era, worshipping people used to circle around Kaaba undressed, but when Islam
Undressed?
that's what it says. Undressed. But when
Maybe it just
Islam
means
comes-
without like the hijabs and stuff.
It could be. But when Islam comes, it was regulated with high respect to Allah. Circling the towel, covering the body as Kaaba is seen as the center of the universe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fucking. What? I wonder when that was made because it looks like all kind of modern and shit, you know?
Yeah.
That can't have been around that long.
This says
What?
608 CE.
There's no fucking way. That
Well-
thing's like... Hey, I'm going to ask a question.
Sure.
What does CE mean? Oh, Common Era, right?
Yeah.
So is that equivalent to AD?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So you're telling me that thing is like 1,400 years old?
Yeah, it does look pretty modern.
There's no fucking way.
Well, maybe.
You think?
It could be.
Look at the fucking...
You ever seen that thing? I don't know where it is, but it's like a temple entrance like built into the side of a cliff. You ever see that?
I feel like
let's
maybe I
see.
have. Yeah, you're basically saying like ancient people had some building skills. They could build some cool shit.
Yeah, but not even that. Like, oh, this. I don't know. What is this called? Ancient City of Rock?
Oh, is that
Petra?
in Petra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you look at this picture... Oh, shit. Come on. I don't want to subscribe to your god dang website. Oh, I probably can't say goddamn, can I?
Yeah. So maybe I'm an idiot. Certainly that's true. It's actually 5,000 years old. Kaaba?
Really?
Kaaba?
Well, why did that say...
I don't know. Blackstone is a rock set in the eastern corner of the Kaaba. Oh, wait.
But if you look at this is that thing I was talking about?
Yeah.
Like, that looks like brand new. Right?
Yeah, how did they do shit like that?
I don't know.
We would be like, do you think we
Also-
would just be like common slaves like back in the day? Because like you and I weren't building shit like
We'd
that.
be jesters.
Yeah, there's no way we could do like cool, inventive stuff, you know? Also, like, I just want to be clear,
Believe in yourself.
there were lots of, back in the day,
You're not pink guy.
That's
That's okay. Take it
Yeah,
off.
I know. Just in case my use of the word slaves is controversial, like there were so many different kind of slaves back in the day. There were so many slaves.
Sure.
Like 1,000 years ago, people were nuts about slaves. So you and I could have been slaves.
That was a weird tangent.
Yeah, dude, I'm so nervous about offending anybody that I actually end up being more offensive.
Mm-hmm.
How was this built 5,000 years ago? I just don't understand.
Yeah. Oh, here's a video. History of it. How was it built? Yeah, I mean, but also too, you got to think about this. It's not something that was ever abandoned.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we're thinking about things that are old,
Right.
and people just let them be, and then they crumble. Like, you look at the Colosseum.
Right.
But if it's something that people use, they're obviously going to maintain it.
Uh-huh.
Just because it was built then doesn't mean it wasn't. Like,
Right.
There had to be like a renovation. Look, we educate ourselves on this show.
Yeah.
We learn about stuff.
And if you compare us to other podcasts, they're saying way more offensive stuff. And I'm always so worried about getting canceled, but nobody watches this fucking thing.
But I don't think you've said anything today
I
so
don't think
far.
I have either. I'm terrified of offending people.
Yeah, well,
Because I said the word slave, I think that somebody's going to get upset. Like, God, I wish I weren't this way. How could that? It boggles my mind. How could that thing be 5,000 years old? Even with modifications, even with like regular upkeep, it just boggles the mind. I mean, props to Muslims. You guys did a really good job with that structure. You know.
cool. Switching topics abruptly. You scare me.
Why?
I don't know, because
You
sometimes.
Scared I'm gonna say something bad?
Yeah.
Who's that guy?
Oh, we'll get to that later.
Okay.
We'll get to that. Sorry. I know you're like a kid. You just see something. You're like, what is that?
What
is
did
that?
that?
What's that thing? Back to what you were saying
Yeah.
about the tussie thing.
To see, yeah.
Totally all over the place. I hate when people use like family talk in the real world.
Yeah.
There's a certain have whatever language you want inside your family.
Yeah.
Of course, every family's gonna have inside jokes. They're gonna have secrets. They're gonna have things that only they understand. That's fine. Names for things.
Yeah.
Keep that shit in your family. I don't want to hear that because then I got to hear some origin story about why and how, and it's not going to be as funny as it is to you and your family.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Also, when we play Uno, let's play by the fucking rules on the box, not the made-up dumb fairy tale rules that your family came up with.
Yeah. Who does that?
Just everybody. Every board game, like Uno and Monopoly especially, every time you play it with like a different family, they all have some made-up fucking rule that, just doesn't make any sense. And I want to play by the rules.
Yeah.
I'm a rule follower.
Yeah. That's why I think it gets us so mad when people don't follow the rules.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like if I, there's a certain place I order food from a lot.
Mm-hmm. Where they know your name.
Not that place, different place.
Okay.
But shout out to that place. And I always park in a parking spot. It'd be so easy to just pull up right in front and get out and run in. Yeah. But I never do. Yeah. And people do. And then when I walk out, I can't walk straight out because there's a car in front.
Yeah.
Drives me insane.
Just start walking over the hood.
I want to. I should. I did it one time because I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to do it. And
you walked over a
hood?
No.
Oh. I'm sorry. Park in front.
Okay.
In front.
Okay.
And it felt great.
Yeah.
It was like such a rush for me. I was like, fuck yeah. Because it's like a fire thing.
Right.
No parking. But I was in and out like 2 seconds. I don't even think I turned my car off.
Yeah.
I just went in. And I never do that, dude. I'll lock my car. Dude, if I'm going to the bank ATM, I'll lock my car. I never leave my car running, but
I could be in the woods and still lock my car.
Oh yeah. Windows up, I'll never.
Yeah.
Even if I'm going to where my car is I could still see it.
Yeah.
Windows up, locked. I don't fuck around like that. But I parked in front one time, but dude, I hate when people do that. If you're picking somebody up and they can't walk or whatever, you gotta do what you gotta do. But just if it's just you and you're getting out and going in, I hate that shit.
Because here's what it is.
There's rules.
It's entitlement.
Yeah, and it's just
some people just feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Most of this it applies to driving. But yeah, just in life and stuff too, when people just do whatever, when people cut a line.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. I'm filled with rage instantly.
Yeah.
I need to channel the Pope and just calm down. But holy shit, dude. When people just don't follow the rules.
Yeah. Just last night, I went to go play basketball. And it's at the, I don't think it's a big deal if I say this. I play basketball at the YMCA.
Okay.
And sometimes.
What does YMCA stand for?
I think it's Young Men's Christian Athletics or something. Nice. But sometimes there's a pool, so there will be a swim meet or whatever, and parents will be picking their kids up and blah, 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 whatever. Last night, this fucking douchebag asshole bitch, this guy, it was a guy, relax, this asshole bitch guy, pulls up. This is this makes my blood boil. I wish I were a cop.
Are you at confession right now?
Yeah. People who park in handicap spots when they're not handicapped, they don't have the placard. Even if you have a made up thing where you can walk just fine, but your stomach hurts sometimes. So whatever. As long as you have the placard, fine. This guy pulled up, and here's the thing: he didn't even just park in the handicap spot. He parked in this blue stripe thing that's meant for the handicapped people to be able to get out of their car.
Yeah.
So he's taking up the handicap spot and the stripey thing.
He's half and half?
Yeah, he's half and fucking half. Because he's just such a pitiful fucking lazy slob of a slut, And I looked at him and I shook my head. And that's all I could manage. But afterwards, I wish I gave him the finger. I hate people who do that shit. Pisses me off. And, but all I'll do is shake my head. Because I'm a bitch. But
and what did he do?
Why
do
people
inside?
feel like they can do that? What?
He went inside?
Yeah, I went inside. No, I went inside. He was waiting for his kid to come out, I think. But it's just even if you're going to be there for 30 seconds, find a spot. There were other spots. Why do you feel like you just get to do that? And this actually leads me to something. So I'm reading a book right now, which is pretty good. It's called How to Be Perfect.
Okay.
And
I love looking up the book when you tell me about it.
It's by Michael Schur, the guy who... I believe he created The Good Place. He also like, I don't want to say he's like one of the co-creators of The Office. Maybe that might not be true. Anyway, or maybe he wrote on The Office, but very like famous, like, you know, influential guy, whatever. And so, have you ever watched The Good Place?
The Good Place. What is that?
It's really good. It's with Kristen Bell.
So TV show. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know about it.
So for those who don't know, the premise is like this woman is like a dirtball human, like just a real piece of shit her whole life, and then she, spoiler alert, she dies and she gets into heaven, or well, she gets into the good place, and she feels like she doesn't belong, and then she's like paranoid that they'll find out she doesn't belong, so she endeavors to be like a better person so that she will belong there. Anyway, so this book is sort of like, I really do feel like I'm screaming. I'm gonna pop one earmuff off, but this book, How to Be Perfect, is basically just about, it's sort of like it teaches you about ethics and like moral philosophy and stuff.
Okay.
It's very interesting. And it's sort of like a crash course. And one of the things that the writer talks about is how Aristotle had this philosophy of like the golden mean, which is like, you know, we all have these virtues, but you can have a deficiency of the virtue, or you can have an excess of the virtue. What you want to strive for is like the middle ground. So the writer talks about something that I really relate to, which is that he has an excess of the virtue of dutifulness.
Okay.
Like he has like an extreme need, like a compulsive need to do the right thing, like follow the rules.
Okay.
And I feel the same way, and maybe you feel that way too. And like maybe that's why we get so pissed off when people don't follow it, because like we just have this nagging fucking desire to like do things the right way.
Yeah. But for me, it's more so that like I feel like the second that I do something not the right way, I'm going to get in trouble.
Right.
Like 1,000 people in front of me could do the wrong thing, and I'm like, well, they're all doing it, I'll do it. And then I'm the one that's going to get caught. So that's why most of the time I don't.
Yeah.
But I also hate when there's like a situation and like there's an opportunity to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And somebody does it. It's like, why you got to fucking do that?
Yeah.
I can't really think of an example, but do you know what I mean?
Well, I know a perfect example, if I do say so myself. You ever been in like bumper to bumper traffic and some cunt worthless human being is like, you know what? I'm better than everybody else. I have places to be. I'm going to fucking ride on the shoulder for 2 miles to my exit. And then what often happens, one asshole does it, and then like a flood of people start doing it too, because they're like, oh, well, one person's breaking the rules. I'll break the rules too. I sound like Alex Jones right now, but
it's a lot of times too. I was listening to Matt Rife.
Okay.
He was on Tom Segura's podcast, and they were talking about getting hate online, and they were saying how like, oh, but you would never say that in person to somebody. And Tom Segura brought up a really good point, that it's exactly like commenting online is a lot like driving, because you're like protected, like nothing can get you like in your little bubble. So like, yeah, like, you know, people on the road, they take advantage, they do all this shit, and it's like a lot like it being online, like commenting hate and shit, because they feel anonymous, like, oh, I'm in my car and shit. But yeah, like that shit's like, dude, I was at a fucking light, and it's like a ramp, so like the light comes off the highway, and a ramp comes off the highway, and it's a light, and you can go left or right. And if you go right, you don't have to stop because it's like a merge. But if you go, it's a traffic light, whatever. So I'm there, I'm second, and I'm just like zoned out, whatever. And the light changes, I look up, and a car comes flying down like he's going to go to the right, and then gets right in front of me. I'm like, are you kidding me? And it's like the same shit you're saying. It's like,
I know
anytime
like
there's like
exactly the kind of situation. It wasn't right over here, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was?
It was more, it was around here. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It's like,
I know exactly.
Or if there's like, a turning right lane and a straight lane, and it's a light, and then somebody's there, and then they go in front. Yeah. Dude, oh my God.
They're like, oh, people don't know this hack. Like, let me just fucking jump in front of everybody.
It's unbelievable.
You know, and,
I wish I had more not driving examples, but.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that shit drives me nuts, dude.
This is going to be, so I want to remember, I want to remember what you said about anonymity, but let me just like wax poetic about some fake pseudo philosophy.
Keep going. I love it.
I'm just gonna butcher it, but this author, he brings up Immanuel Kant, who was like this Prussian philosopher, and he came up with this idea. It's called the categorical imperative, and basically what it is, like the whole sort of backbone of Kantian philosophy or whatever, is that you should live your life with these like rigid morals, and the way that you create these moral maxims is that they should be able to be universally applied. In other words, like you should create these rules as if everybody, they have to be reasonable enough that everybody should agree on them.
Okay.
So if that makes sense. So the flip side of that is like if everybody just breaks the rules, then it would just be fucking pandemonium. Like we need rules. And I don't know if any of that just made sense, but
No, I get it.
just like if every fucking asshole decided to jump in the right lane and then weave back over, like there'd be pileups everywhere.
Comes back to driving. But yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Can I say about the anonymity thing? And you were saying like people feel like they're anonymous, they're in these bubbles and whatnot, especially, and I feel like I've ranted about this on the podcast before. It's like one of my biggest fucking pet peeves. But these douchebags in like their semi-souped up, semi-modified cars who always drive like asshole, aggressive pieces of shit, always have the darkest tints on their windows. Because, like, they're cowards. Like, they want to drive like assholes and then you can't see them. And, like, they just want to be in their protective little bubble. Like, fucking try to cut in front of me in line at the deli like that. See if I don't ram your fucking skull into my fucking tongue. Yeah, I'll lick you. I'll lick you so good.
Yeah.
I just farted from my mouth.
That's okay. That's okay.
You hear that?
I did. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think tint looks good in some situations on some cars, but yeah, I don't. I feel the same way you do. Like, there's some people that are like, oh, it keeps the car cooler in the summer. Oh, it's better for security. I don't fuck with that.
For security.
Yeah, no one can see in the car.
Yeah,
I don't fuck with that. It's kind of. And then the thing is, they'll call the car with no tint like a fishbowl. You heard about that?
No.
Yeah, and
so fucking stupid.
But yeah, it's always if the windows are like blacked out, if you can't see them,
they're always driving like a piece of shit.
And then you know what's funny too? Like if you do confront somebody like that, if you're at a light, they have to sit there with their finger on that little button, waiting for it to go down.
Yeah,
like you're not tough because you have to like process for at least like 8 seconds while the window goes down. Yeah, you know what I mean? But. Just follow the rules. What the fuck? Follow the rules. I'm the Pope. Follow the rules.
They've become my new like pickup truck drivers. I used to always hate on pickup truck drivers and like stereotype them like, oh, they always drive like pieces of shit. No, the people who truly drive like pieces of shit all the time, tinted window drivers. Yeah. Like dark tints.
This is months ago, but I was on the Parkway and I was going down to Atlantic City and it was pouring rain. Like some of the like top 10 worst rain I ever driven in. And like everyone's going slow as shit, like hazards on type rain, like doing like 40. And then this little Mazda comes flying up in the fast lane and nobody was over there. So like, you know, whatever, we're all driving slow as shit. And I guess he was just like, you know, oh, I could handle it. And 5 miles up the road was in the guardrail, spun around, like front of the car crumpled, just That's like awesome. Smoking and shit. And I'm just like, you know, part of me was like, you know, good for you, you fucking asshole. You drive, because the rain, the section of highway where it was really heavy was only like 10 or 15 miles. Yeah. So just go slow for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You'll be out of it because then it was all sunshine down the rest of the way. But I was just like, you know what? Good for you. Yeah. And then I was at 2 weeks ago, I was on the road over here and the light was really backed up and like, it's one of these lights over here where like 20 cars goes and then you're sitting at it for forever. Yeah. And car flies up the shoulder and a cop was right there and he pulled out and I was like, that's finally. And then like, you know, but how many other times do you see it where something like that happens and then the cop's sitting there and the cop's just on the computer, just not even looking. It's like, what are you doing in there? You doing a podcast in there? What are you doing?
That's why
playing on the computer.
There should be more citizens arrests. I should be allowed to arrest people anytime I feel that they did something wrong.
You should
I want to be Judge Dredd.
There should be like a program where like you could pay less in car insurance, but your car like half the time is a cop car and you get lights on it and stuff.
That's awesome.
And you could do like a citizens pullover.
Let's fast track that, Pope. Let's get this really moving.
Citizens pullover.
That sounds
But you
awesome.
can't engage with the suspect. You have to wait for a cop to get there.
I love it.
Because you couldn't handle the situation. You just have to stop them.
I'd get out, I'd open my door, and I'd lean like through the window with my pistol drawn.
You just want a gun.
Dude. I just want to shoot bad guys. There's so many bad guys out there.
Now I kind of understand Batman.
Yeah.
Right? Because he has a lot of money and he's like, what do I want to do? And he bought everything. He can buy anything he wants.
Yeah.
Now he's just like, I want to shoot bad guys.
100%. I get it. Except I would take it a step further.
Why doesn't Batman have a gun?
Well, because his whole thing is like, his whole thing is like he doesn't kill bad guys. So, but I would take it a step further. I would kill the bad guys. Like, what's the point of learning all that kung fu and shit if at the end you're not going to like snap their neck? You know?
Yeah.
Imagine Batman with like a Glock. It would be such a shorter comic. It'd just be like, bah, bah, bah,
but he still dresses up exactly the same and just does so much destruction to the city and just for nothing.
Imagine Batman with guns and bazookas.
You know what he does? Like, because I've never seen any Batmans, but like,
what?
Imagine
not even Dark Knight.
No,
dude.
But like he like chases after the bad guy, does all this destruction to the city, chases him down, tackles him, and you think like, okay, he got him, he's going to jail, and then he just shoots him in the head. Just like all that preamble for nothing.
Yeah.
Just kills the bad guy.
It is funny because like some of like the Batmobile and shit, it does have like guns on it and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it does.
So like, why? What is the point? Why doesn't he shoot him? You have all the equipment, Batman.
And isn't Gotham supposed to be like a shithole already?
Oh my God!
Right?
It's like
so nobody would even know. He could just kill him.
Yeah. No, it's like Gotham's like overrun with crime.
Is that in the public domain yet?
Batman?
Yeah.
Doubt it. Oh man. Dude, that is like truly nuts. To me, though, that you've never seen The Dark Knight. It's like you strike me as a person who may be like, "Ooh, superheroes are stupid," and I get it, but it's not even your typical super. It's not like a Marvel movie where it's like just like It's a legit good movie. It's Christopher Nolan.
I'm not even. Wait, Christopher. I think Christopher Nolan. What did he just do?
Oppenheimer.
Okay, yeah. He pisses me off because
Why?
he did some interview where he was saying like the best place to sit in the theater. Did you see this?
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he was like saying some shit where like you draw like a T in the seats, right? And then you don't sit like right in the middle. You sit like 1 or 2 rows back.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Shit like that pisses me off.
Okay.
Where people try to be like this esoteric over the top shit and they're just saying shit everybody knows.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's like that. But I don't dislike it. I didn't not see it to be contrarian.
Yeah.
I just missed it.
Can we do a movie night?
I just missed it.
Can we do a movie night?
How long is it though?
But, not that long. Maybe like 2 hours.
Okay.
Like
well, let's see.
Movie,
let's.
I mean, I know Interstellar's like damn near 3 hours.
The Joker was 2 hours 2 minutes. Dark Knight, 2.5.
Oh, come on.
That's
it's so good.
rough.
Christian Bale is in it. Christian Bale's. Fucking, what's her face? Maggie Gyllenhaal?
Morgan Freeman?
What's his face? Gary Oldman?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
It's a slapper, dude. It's a classic for a reason.
Oh, look, this is my top.
Heath Ledger. Oh, my God. Heath fucking Ledger as the Joker, will rock your world.
People also ask, this is me right here, why is The Dark Knight rated so high? Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. I'll check it out. I'll give it a shot.
And the most recent one, The Batman with
Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz
was really good too. That one is long though.
Why do they keep changing it?
I don't know.
Why do they? What he has like a muscle car. The other car was like a robot car.
Yeah.
And then the original car that's like at Six Flags is like a something else car.
Yeah, a something else car.
Keep it the same.
Everybody's got to change it up and have their own take.
And then Adam West had a convertible.
Who?
Adam West.
Oh, really?
He had a convertible.
Can I pee?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to interrupt our really good flow, but
that's okay.
I feel like we're hitting.
Yeah, you're okay.
And I'm back.
Very good. I asked if it's in the public about Batman if it's in the public domain because Winnie the Pooh is, and they made that. You seen that movie, that horror movie?
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that.
And then I think Steamboat Willie is in the public domain now too.
Oh really?
Yeah, not Mickey Mouse, but like that original.
Right.
But how when Batman is, we should make one where like he meets the Joker and like the Joker's like about to like do some tricks or something. He just shoots him and kills him. That'd be funny.
Do some tricks.
I don't know what they do.
Or what if we made one where they're like really going at it and they're like in each other's face and stuff and then they just start fucking.
That probably exists already.
Like Brokeback Batman.
Brokeback Batman.
Pretty good.
That could work.
Yeah.
You were doing so good. You were doing so good.
What?
Just being a regular guy. And then the horn showed up.
I'm getting horny. It's early.
That's crazy, dude.
You never get horny in the morning? Horny in the morning? You ever get a boner when you're tired?
Like you
Isn't that weird?
No, that's never happened. Maybe you're tired because like the blood's rushing to one spot only.
Have we talked about Safari on this podcast?
I don't think so.
So when you and I used to
Oh
work
my God,
What?
dude. I forgot all about that. No, stop it.
What?
No, that
I can't talk about it? Why?
I just said in this podcast. Okay, I know we indulge and show a lot of our secrets and talk about stuff. But just like I said earlier, where like stuff inside your family stays within your family, that Safari has to stay.
Why?
No, please. Because it also, it's funny because it like,
wanna know.
it adds lore to the show.
Yeah.
Like people, dude, there was on way old episodes of Brilliant Idiots.
Yeah.
Andrew Schultz and Charlemagne's podcast. They were talking about something and Andrew Schultz said, oink, oink, shower time. Do you remember that?
No.
Okay. So we went to see him at the Stress Factory years and years ago. And somebody like called it out and he like laughed or whatever. And he goes, oh, I'm like, maybe one day I'll tell you. They brought it up again like recently on the podcast.
Yeah.
And they were like, I don't even know what it means.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they were joking or they like forgot what it meant.
Yeah.
But like as a fan, and I know I'm not the only one, like I need to know what that means.
Yeah.
So like, let's make some of that ourselves.
Okay.
But yeah, Safari. We might have even talked about it, but dude, Safari is crazy. I totally forgot about that. Wow.
Oh, I still go on Safari sometimes.
That's so crazy. And you know what's funny? It's nothing that's bad.
Yeah, no.
It's nothing bad at all.
Yeah.
It's silly, it's inappropriate, but it's not bad. But if you don't say what it is, it's even funnier. Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow.
Dude.
I got to book a trip.
Oh my God. What's the last thing you jerked off to?
Don't ask me things like that. I'm the Pope. Don't ask me things like that, dude.
I make such a good little like big fucking Wicked Witch of the East or whatever.
You definitely do.
I have the laugh. I feel like, dude, I want to be the Wicked Witch of the East.
Why did you never do theater?
What?
Why'd you never do theater? You would have been pretty good at it.
That's a good question. I mean, I did do theater. I was in the 8th grade production of Guys and Dolls Junior.
Really?
I've told you about this.
No.
I was Society Max. They made up a role for me because I think they just didn't want me to feel bad, like not getting cast. So I had one line that like nobody even remembered I had, and I had to like sheepishly bring it up like on the night of the second performance because the first performance they forgot, and the music teacher was like,
I never heard this.
The music teacher was like, "Oh yeah, go for it. You should do it. Totally, I forgot." Like he forgot that I even had the line. He's the one who gave it to me. And
he wrote it for you?
Yeah, my only line, and mind you, Society Max made up character who does not exist in Guys and Dolls. There's like
who came up with the name?
I don't know. I think they all have ridiculous names like that, and so anyway, but I believe there's part of the play takes place in like sort of a dingy gambling den sort of thing.
Okay.
And like people are playing canasta and shit. Like who the fuck is gambling canasta, you know? But and my only line was the cops are coming and I say, "Let's get out of here." And it's like so unnecessary because everybody's already running. And
Yeah.
so I have done drama.
So is that on your IMDb?
Yeah.
Uncredited.
I'm in SAG-AFTRA.
Society Max. That's actually why that couple weeks ago we didn't have a podcast.
Yeah.
Because you were picketing.
Yeah. I do actually kind of regret that though. And like I still could do it. Like I could audition for like a local play or something like that. But I do think it's something I'd maybe enjoy.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
I'd do a play if you came with me.
I would do it.
Dude, you want to do a play together?
Dude,
That'd be
let's
so
do
fun.
it. But then what happens if one of us doesn't get cast?
Yeah.
We'd have to make our own character for whatever their play is. That is like a Tweedledee, Tweedledum type of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Or what if we just became playwrights and staged our own play? That'd be fun.
Dude, I was on Google Maps the other day looking at Tyler Perry Studios.
Yeah.
I love Tyler Perry, dude. I'm obsessed with that guy.
You talked about it before. You really love
Dude,
this guy.
I wish he gave tours. I think they were going to do tours, and then COVID happened, and then they didn't want to do tours, or they canceled it because they obviously couldn't have people there. But
Cam.
close. Dude, I just love his studio, and
Yeah.
I love that guy. He's so
You're
cool.
doing tricks on it, dude.
I don't care. I want it on record. I love Tyler Perry. I want to go to Tyler Perry Studios. And then I thought about like emailing them to like ask for a tour.
Yeah.
But then I thought about how that looks from their perspective.
Yeah.
I look crazy. Especially if I put anything like with my name that they could find something like this.
Yeah.
Hey, can I come see your studio? I'm dressed up like the Pope. But yeah,
You should show up dressed as the Pope. How could they kick you out? That would be a PR disaster. They kick out the Pope.
But then I'd have to do the whole tour like this. And I love film sets. I just love stuff like that, dude.
I love that you love it.
Dude.
And you would probably love The Dark Knight because of that.
I'm sure. Oh, we talked about The Dark Knight on this podcast once, and I embarrassed myself because I said, yeah, I know they flipped the truck over in Manhattan. It was in Chicago.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Really embarrassing. Shout out to Christopher Nolan for doing practical effects, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Very cool.
And then they blew up that hospital. That was real, too?
I think so.
Right.
Something like that.
See,
And then-
I know the things. Things just miss me. I'm over here doing my own
I'm
thing.
not mad at you. I'm just like,
No,
want
I
you
know,
to
but
see it.
sometimes I feel left out, but
In Inception,
to our fathers.
To Our Fathers?
For that fart.
What does that mean? Oh, two as
have
in the number
Yeah,
Our Fathers.
Yeah.
That's a funny joke. In Inception with like the spinning thing and he like makes the hallway actually spin.
Yeah.
That thing is fucking crazy. And then of course everybody was making jokes with Oppenheimer like, oh, he actually detonated a nuclear device, you know. It's very funny.
Wow.
What movies have you seen this year? Like you are totally like an anti-hype guy, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
You said you saw Elvis.
Yeah, that was last year, though.
Oh, okay.
I want to see Bill Burr came out a new movie yesterday.
Oh, yeah, on Netflix.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
No.
Oh.
But it looked decent.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, we're going down a list here. This is just this year, 2023. Yeah, I haven't seen any of these. You're just farting away over there.
Just doing little squeakers.
I haven't seen any of these. I haven't seen a new movie this year.
Damn, dude.
I don't think so. Let me see.
Oh, are you going to get Spider-Man 2?
You know something? I've been seeing a lot of videos about it, but I don't have a PlayStation 5. But I got a PC.
What?
I don't have a PlayStation 5.
I thought you did.
No.
Yeah, Wait, it's not coming out on PC?
It might. I don't know. I was thinking like, I don't have a new console, but I do have a PC I could play on.
Right. I know Sony, like in recent years.
Oh, that's true. It's a Sony game.
Well, Sony's been bringing stuff to the PC in recent years, so you never know.
I Googled this Spider-Man 2 on PC, and I didn't get a yes right away, so
Yeah.
I'm not reading all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I haven't seen
So excited.
a single new Blue Beetle. Yeah, I haven't seen.
I've been missing out on a lot of movies for sure since I got
Anything.
this stupid girlfriend. Spend all my time with her.
Why don't you take her to the movies? She doesn't
I
like
know.
movies?
Yeah, no, I should.
Let's see.
It's
last
just
year.
like you get into a routine and a schedule and you don't want to do anything that upsets that. So like, for instance, on Tuesdays we go to the gym and she's got other shit on Tuesdays too. So if we went to the movies, we couldn't go to the gym and I wash my hands of it.
I saw Pearl.
I
last
just
year.
moved the TV. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I saw Pearl.
That's cool. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was good.
You like that chick, right?
No, Mia Goth. She's a weirdo.
Oh yeah, that's right. You really hate her.
I don't hate her, but let's see what else. I feel like last year I was doing pretty good on movies. Dude, I saw that Ari Aster movie with Beau is Afraid.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Bad?
I don't like I really don't like over the top artsy flowery shit.
Yeah.
I feel like most of the time anybody that's doing that type of shit, I feel like they don't even believe it.
Yeah.
There's very, 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 very few people who I think are like these far out there. I'd hate to say esoteric again because I said it once already in this episode. I get one an episode.
Yeah.
But
and I think you really mean eccentric.
Eccentric, but also these. No, esoteric is the right word too. Fuck you, eat a dick.
I don't know if it is. I think you need to look that up.
Oh, you're going to hell.
Shit.
And
take that back.
And I'm in charge. I can send you there. I can send you there. But these like far out there people that act like their art is so yeah. It makes sense.
Okay.
In the context that I said it makes sense. Eccentric too, but it's even beyond that.
Right.
But like, there's very few people that it comes off as believable with.
Yeah.
And I understand that I'm not going to understand everything.
Yeah.
Which I get. But dude, Ari Aster, and that's the only movie of his I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Beau was Afraid. I don't know. I probably talked about it on this podcast. It's horrible. It is awful. It's too long.
Yeah.
It's all over the place, and I don't like it.
Okay.
And we got to.
Fair enough.
I don't like it.
I didn't see it, even though I wanted to see it because I liked his two prior movies a lot. But I'm surprised that you even saw it because it doesn't seem like the kind of movie you would even want to see.
Danielle
Were you
wanted
dragged to it?
I wasn't dragged to it. Danielle wanted to see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just don't. Roundabout way, I don't watch movies.
Yeah.
I watch the movies
Unless
I
it's
want to
Too
watch.
Fast, Too Furious.
This has been the Z-Listers podcast. I'm the Pope. That's Pink Guy, Society Max. He is going straight to hell.
Whee!
If you like this episode...
I'll tell your dad you say hello.